In a game that kept fans on the edge of their seats from the opening tip to the final buzzer, the Utah Jazz narrowly defeated, celebrated for their defensive schemes and team-oriented approach, aimed to exploit any lapses in Golden State's perimeter defense. The first quarter unfolded him. Klay Thompson contributed both as a scorer and a stabilizing presence, connecting on perimeter jumpers and timely mid-range shots. Despite the Warriors' offensive firepower, Utah responded with meticulous execution, finding high-percentage opportunities inside the paint and through well-timed cuts. Donovan Mitchell led Utah's interior defense, contesting shots, securing rebounds, and altering the Warriors' rhythm in the paint. The first quarter concluded with the teams trading leads multiple times, leaving fans buzzing with excitement and setting the stage for a battle of endurance, strategy, and willpower. As the second quarter began, the intensity only escalated. The Warriors leaned on their pace, seeking to exploit transition opportunities, while the Jazz adjusted by tightening rotations and switching defensive schemes. Utah's bench played a crucial role, with key contributors hitting timely shots and providing energy that allowed the starters to maintain offensive and defensive balance. Jordan Poole emerged as a significant factor for Golden State, draining threes and energizing the crowd with his fast break exploits. However, Utah's discipline and communication on defense often disrupted the Warriors' flow, forcing contested shots and capitalizing on turnovers. Midway through the second quarter, a pick also anchoring the team's defensive scheme. Utah, facing the Warriors' relentless perimeter shooting, relied on a combination of switching defenses and strategic double teams to slow the pace and create turnovers. The scoring remained close, with neither team able to establish a significant lead, emphasizing the importance of every possession and every decision made by the players on the floor. The crowd roared with each momentum shift, aware that this contest could be decided in the final minutes, or even seconds. Entering the fourth quarter, the tension reached a fever pitch. Both teams executed plays with the utmost precision, aware that any lapse could prove costly. With just under 2 minutes remaining, the score was tied, and the game had become a chess match between offensive ingenuity and defensive resilience. Golden State shooters continued to threaten from beyond the arc, but Utah's rotations and timely help defense forced contested attempts that limited their efficiency. Donovan Mitchell, showcasing his leadership and clutch capabilities, drove to the rim, drew fouls, and calmly converted free throws that kept the Jazz within striking distance. On the other side, Curry and Thompson continued to score with rhythm and poise, keeping Golden State competitive and ensuring that the outcome remained uncertain until the final possession. The final minute encapsulated the essence of high-stakes basketball. With the game tied at 116-116, Golden State had possession and looked to create a decisive shot. However, Utah's defense, anchored by Gobert's rim protection and Mitchell's anticipation, disrupted the Warriors' plan, forcing a turnover that allowed the Jazz to push the ball in transition. With just seconds remaining, Mitchell orchestrated the final play, exploiting a slight defensive lapse and finding a window to deliver a mid-range jumper over the outstretched arms of Green. The shot swished through the net with 2.3 seconds left on the clock, sending the Jazz bench into jubilation and leaving the Warriors stunned. Golden State had one last opportunity, but the inbound play failed to produce a viable shot, and the buzzer confirmed Utah's narrow 119-116 victory. In terms of statistics, Donovan Mitchell led the Jazz with 34 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, displaying a combination of scoring versatility, vision, and composure in critical moments. Rudy Gobert contributed 18 points and 14 rebounds, emphasizing his continued dominance in the paint and importance to Utah's defensive schemes. For Golden State, Stephen Curry tallied 32 points, connecting on 7 three-pointers, while Klay Thompson added 26 points, highlighting the team's reliance on perimeter shooting. Draymond Green's 12 assists and 8 rebounds underscored his role as the floor general, even though the team fell just short in the closing moments. This game also carried historical significance. It marked the 5th time in the season that the Jazz had defeated the Warriors by a margin of 3 points or fewer, illustrating Utah's resilience in close contests and ability to execute under pressure. Additionally, the outcome may have implications for playoff seeding, as both teams continue to jockey for positioning in a highly competitive Western Conference. Analysts have noted that the Jazz's ability to win tight games against top-tier opponents is indicative of their maturity and strategic acumen, while the Warriors' performance reinforces their reputation as one of the league's most dangerous offensive teams. capable of scoring in bursts but vulnerable when defensive cohesion falters.